um, that make sure that people can hear you, that you give permission. I just want to make sure. Awesome, awesome. You're the guy? He's the guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah? Somebody was always there. Zam, son. Zam. I'm going to change this to just chatting. That is. It's very nice. Very nice. Hmm. I'm just getting stuff together, guys. Yes. Go. Yeah, go ahead and check audio while you're at it. You are. You're such a good guy. You're such a good guy. Yeah. Is it showing? The tavern? We are, yes. Just audio though. Oh my goodness. Dude, I love Kim's. I've been playing Fallout 76 and I went back to my doctor and I've been like making Kim's out the wazoo. Yum. I'll go ahead and take my vitamin gummies too. Oh my gosh, dude, that's the worst kind of headache. Bro, I just heard the cough. Alright. I heard it. I heard it. Okay, guys, audio check. 3, 2, 1. That's how you do that, right? That's how you do that. Just you clap. Oh, it's on the blue screen. I didn't put it on talk. I put it on chat. Play. Oh my gosh! I put it on play. I put it on Blaze play, not talk. Oh my gosh! I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your crap, Eli. Oh my gosh. Okay, how's that? How's that, guys? Is it working now? Is it on the Tavern screen? Thank you. How's the audio? Can you hear the audio? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Welcome, guys, to the 3rd episode of the Tavern. Welcome, welcome. Huzzah! So, oh my gosh. So, sadly, Moist Penguiny could not join us today. He has some prior commitments that he has to take care of. So we have a substitute, Eli. Not a replacement, a substitute. For the moment, he is a substitute. And we wish Moist Penguin the best with whatever he is dealing with right now. Now, on to business, boys and girls. We have an eventful day today. So, Marvel has come out with 2 new things, and I want to see them. I haven't yet, but I want to see them. 2 new things. They came out with the series What If, which is exciting. And what it is, if you don't know G-Man, is pretty much a anthology series. From what I know, I've not seen it yet, but from what I know, it's an anthology series where. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead. Just don't spoil anything. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So it follows different like what if statements with the multiverse and everything. Like the front cover character is a Captain Britain, I guess you could say, or Captain England character, which is pretty much I forget her name, but Steve Rogers' girlfriend. Yeah, if she got turned into a super soldier instead of Steve Rogers. And she pretty much is a female Captain America, except she has the English Jack on her uniform instead of the I'm assuming so, yeah, the English flag. Oh yeah, Captain Britain. Is the second one with a black Doctor Strange? Oh, that's interesting. Like he got abducted instead of Chris Pratt. That's who it is. That's who it is. That's his name. Nobody cares about who the character is. Um, the original actor who played Black Panther passed. Do you know if they used his audio voice for the character, or did they just use a different voice actor? Well, he did pass before, but I didn't know if they recorded him preemptively. Because What If has been in the planning and making since Endgame. So, um, so I didn't know if. Mhm. Um, but that's interesting. Yeah, no, that's really cool. I really like what what would you say? Oh, yeah. I just like the idea of what if statements in comics. It's actually a very preemptive thing. I think the what if comics actually was a comic series that they used to sort of just they were like one time tell all stories that where they just took a chance. It had nothing to do with canon. It was just like, hey, what if this happened? And a lot of times series would come from that, like like Captain Britain and um, uh, the I know that the a lot of I know that the House of M, which is a prevalent story in the Marvel comics, uh, is actually based off of what if statements, where Scarlet Witch she pretty much gains the ability to rewrite reality itself with her magic, and she pretty much just like but she doesn't know how to control her powers. But she eventually creates a reality where mutants rule the world, pretty much. And every if you're a mutant, you're like a celebrity. Everybody loves you because you're the greatest thing in the world. And it's actually that's actually a really interesting series because Spider-Man actually people think he's a mutant and he's like a celebrity and everything, and everybody knows who he is and all that stuff. But when they find out how it eventually gets leaked how he gets his powers, and they realize he's not a mutant, he's just a human who was mutated genetically, which doesn't count him as a mutant, I guess, because he wasn't born with the mutant gene, the X gene. So, he becomes like they hunt him down. They try to hunt him down and stuff, and it it becomes illegal to be Spider-Man, and that's actually a really interesting comic series. But the yeah, she does. She eventually calls out the no more mutants. Mm-hmm. And she pretty much makes mutants like extinct, and it's an interesting series. I definitely recommend it. I've not seen WandaVision. Mm-mm. But I'm assuming it's a House of M series, like where they kind of play off of House of M. Nope, I've not seen Loki either. I don't have Disney Plus. I plan to. I just have to get the information from my sister. We share an account. Yeah. Are they like do they take place like after one another? I assume they were at the same time. Hmm. Are you talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. How are they? How are the new Marvel shows in quality compared to the movies? Are they cinematic quality? They are. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I assume so, since he uses a lot of magic and stuff. But the second thing that I wanted to talk about was crap. What's it called? Let me. It is the Legend of the Five Rings, or Legend of the Ten Rings, I believe. I think it's Legend of the Five Rings. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the yeah, dude, that's so fun because that touches the more kung fu area of Marvel. It touches Shang-Chi touches the Iron Fist. It touches the Hand, which is a very prevalent character in Daredevil series, in the Iron Fist series, and obviously Shang-Chi. Um, and Legend of the Ten Rings. That's what it is. Yeah, and like that's super. Oh no! Stop it! Stop it, phone. But that's super exciting. I'm super excited that they're getting back into it. Hopefully, this COVID didn't like mess up the momentum that they were going with, and that they come out with some really fun and creative stuff. I know that apparently they're going to be coming out with a horror themed uh, Doctor Strange. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been released yet. Scarlett Johansson. Endgame, yeah, it was. And like they're supposed to be bringing in that one really dabbles with the
Camelot.
multiverse. The name of the
Camelot.
series is Multiverse of Madness,
Camelot.
but
It's only a
it's where because like Doctor Strange, if you don't know, G-Man is a protector of the multiverse in general, all of the multiverse, not just timelines, but with multi dimensions and everything. And he actually has to tackle a lot of the more paranormal realms, including hell and the shadow realm and stuff like that. And mm, yeah, well, this one's gonna be less about timelines, I feel like, and it's gonna be more about just like hell and heaven and hell and um, like the multi dimensions of the multiverse, the fairy realms, stuff like that. And he they're supposedly bringing in a character that is supposed to be like not expected, like they're bringing in a new hero that's not expected to be in the series because he hasn't had a movie made about him yet. But a lot of people think he's going to be bringing in Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. Because like it really feels that was chucked into the bin. That doesn't exist anymore. Any of the original Netflix series and stuff that was coming out for Disney has been put in the barrel, including Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and um, Daredevil. Um, Hasu312, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. Can you please uh let us know if you are human? There's bots going around right now, and I just want to make sure. Stormy South, good evening. Welcome to the stream, Stormy. I'm gonna go ahead and ban Hasu. How are you doing, Stormy? You came just in time. We are doing the Tavern podcast. So happy to have you. You're doing good? That's super good. I'm not gonna lie. Awesome, very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm so happy that you're here, Stormy. We're having a blast talking about the new Marvel movies and TV shows coming out. And we're having a blast with that. Do you follow Marvel? Hell yeah. Let me just put something in real quick. The Turtles. What are you talking about, Turtles, though? You were talking about Turtles. Oh, Eternals. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought that's what he's going with. Um, but yeah, no. Soup. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Eternals. Yeah. No, Eternals touches on the space stuff with the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. Yeah, I forgot about that movie. If you don't know, well, like they're part of the cosmos where Guardians of the Galaxy is. Where they're part of the space cosmos. If you don't know, G-Man, the Eternals are Celestials. They're a hero group of Celestials, and if you don't like, they touch on the Celestials on the first and second, but the Celestials are gods they're cosmic gods. The if you recall in the second one, Star Lord's father is the planet is a celestial. He's a weaker celestial though. A lot of them are really powerful, and that is what the heroes of the Eternals are. Is they are pretty much godlike beings who decide to become superheroes, and um, they they're pretty badass. They have a lot of powers that really make it's really going to set the bar on superpowered characters. Like I think that they set the bar heavily with what's her name, Captain Marvel, and now that bar is going to be even higher with the Eternals. And they're obviously Live stream has been shared out. Thank you so much, Stormy. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I've heard that it's gonna be Doom because they're introducing the mutants this arc, and the mutants yeah, and the mutants with the Fox characters. The mutants also like Fox owns the mutants, and they also own the Fantastic Four, and the Fantastic Four is going to be playing a big role in it, and the Fantastic Four it has Doctor Doom. So a lot of people think it's either going to be Doctor Doom, or because Spider-Man is such a prevalent part in the beginning of this, that Osborn is going to be the big bad. Because Osborn, Iron Man, the death of Iron Man, has pretty much utterly destroyed the Avengers. The Avengers are completely split up. There's no chance of them coming back. And there's a big theory that Osborn, the main rival, business-wise, to Stark Industries, in the comics he creates a dark Avengers, which are pretty much mimic, like a rivaling mimic group of the Avengers. No, there's yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And I know that Osborn he eventually creates his own version of War Machine, which he becomes the Dark Iron Man. But the Dark Avengers pretty much becomes the New Avengers, and Osborn pretty much um, he pretty much makes everybody believe that they're back, and they take over everything, and then like secretly they just like they're corrupt and they start destroying stuff, and I could see that being a very prevalent thing, and then the Avengers have to come back and destroy them, or what's left of the Avengers because a lot of them are dead, or disappeared. But can't. Mm, they could do Kang as the next Thanos. I could see him being the next Thanos because he is part of the multiverse heavily. Oh, he got revealed. Kang. Kang is Kang is Kang 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 is the Rick of Marvel from Rick and Morty. He's the Rick of Marvel. He figured out the multiverse before anybody else, and he pretty much conquers the multiverse wherever he goes. And he has a dominion, a civilization of other kings, alternate kings, and they work together. Mm-hmm. Let's okay. Let's yeah. Let's just say he was revealed in Loki. Um, but that's really interesting. Not gonna lie. That's kind of exciting that they're using the series to like sort of open more doors in the cinematic universe. That's really cool. Um, so yeah, no. But other than that, has there anything been revealed in video games or TV that you're excited about, G-Man? Vanguard looks like they upped the budget. I'm not gonna lie, not to interrupt, but it looks like they really upped the budget. I saw the trailer for that. Dang. I I could see them going where Halo's going and make this the first ever open world Call of Duty, especially with the new engine they're using in the new next gen tech that they're using. Mm-hmm. Love you guys. Love you too, Stormy. Thank you so much. Sorry, continue. Hey man, our audience is more important than us. Always. Continue. Ooh. Yeah, no. Hopefully they figure out their niche. They're obviously going to be playing a lot with the new battle royale mode that they have with Warzone. I know that they heavily put their zombies in with that too. Thanks for the retweet, brother. Thank you for real. Yeah, well, they just need to fix their shit, man. It's not that hard. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. Dealing with hackers, especially with such big lobbies, I can see why that would be difficult. They have the biggest lobbies. They have over 150 players in one lobby, and dealing with that stuff, even with an automated bot system, is hard. So I'm not going to be as hard as everybody else is. They obviously do care. If they didn't care, they wouldn't make these games. They do care because this is their money. They just, that stuff's hard. Cybersecurity's hard. More hard than people think it is. Um, so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for the retweet, Stormy. Thank you so much. I love that, and thank you for sharing out the stream. You're my hero. You're my hero. I love you. Mwah. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, Stormy. Thank you so much. Ooh. Uh, Dude, Ireland's a big place to explore. It's a small island, but a lot of stuff. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh my goodness. Speaking of Valhalla, they announced that. Well, for one thing, if you guys get the chance, check out Miracle of Sounds song based around Valhalla. He does like a sort of Viking call to victory called Valhalla Calling, I think it is, or something like that. And it's actually really good. I've been singing it all week. Obviously, it's been out for a while, but it plays on my Spotify recently, and I've just been hooked on it. And not just that, Jonathan Young, one of my favorite metal cover artists, he actually, who is making his own original music now, might I say, very good original music. He currently covered that recently, and he does a sort of an actual Viking sound to it, with his very low and grungy voice. So super melodic, super beautiful. I love it, and I love the whole idea of like Valhalla. Oh, it's so good. Um, Thanks for the shout out. You didn't have to do that. No, Stormy, you didn't have to. You didn't have to come in here and show up like you do, man. Like I love that about you, guys. If you haven't checked out Stormy, definitely check out Stormy. He's super awesome. I definitely want to bring him on as a guest speaker at some point in the tavern. He's a super cool guy and super happening. Um, but yeah, no. And anybody who's watching, if you do not follow Stormy South, then you hate me. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Um, Follow him, damn it. Follow him. Follow him. I don't care if you never go on Twitch. Make a Twitch account and follow him. No, but Talasek following me. Thank you for the follow on Twitter, Talasek. You're super awesome, dude. I thought he was. I thought we were already following each other, but I guess not. Um. No, make it super creepy. Follow heavily. Follow and stalk. Make it super creepy. You're not showing your love unless you're creeping them out. That's the truth. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But oh my god. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no. But they also are coming out with Assassin's Creed Infinity or Eternal or something like that, where it's like supposed to be like the last Assassin's Creed game, where they're going to stop coming out with new games. They might come out with like side games from the branch, but supposedly this is supposed to be just a game that they're going to continuously update with DLCs. Yeah, and it's just gonna it's each season's gonna be a different story and stuff. But instead of you buying the game, you're just going to download an episode of the game, pretty much, and it's gonna be like every season's gonna be a different story and a different like line in the timeline and everything, and you'll get like each one you buy, you'll unlock skins, and like you can use those in the open world uh, mode or whatever. There's not much about it, but supposedly they're just going to keep updating it instead of selling new hardcover games, and that's really all they've said about it. But it looks like it's gonna be fun. It looks like they're trying to do like maybe like a GTA or a Red Dead Redemption feel, where it's going to be like just a game that is just continuously updated, and it's gonna have like multiplayer and stuff in it, like an online mode. So I'm really interested to see how they do with that. You're back in the Discord? Hell yeah, Stormy. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining the Discord. I'm glad to have you back. Can't wait to get up in those DMs and talk, man. That's awesome. But you're welcome, dude. Thank you so much. But yeah, no. I don't know how I feel about it either, but to be honest, I like where they're going with it. I've never seen a game actually do that successfully. Like just make one, like to turn a ongoing franchise into just one game that you update continuously. Like, oh my gosh, dude, that's gonna be a hell of an installation when you delete it. You put it on a flash drive. Oh yeah, yeah. And one Snoopy, thank you so much for the retweets and likes on Twitter. I'm really liking the love you guys are giving us on Twitter. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. But oh my gosh, tweet. Yeah, no. But yeah, no. Lots of fun stuff coming. I actually just recently saw a thing on uh, how they're doing some weird stuff with the DC movies. Like they rebooted the Justice League movie, but it's the original Snyder cut apparently, which it's a longer movie, but apparently it adds a lot more information, and it was actually reshot really well too. So like less cheap CGI and a lot more work put into it, into the story and everything. Each character actually gets an equal spotlight, which is kind of nice. Dude, I have a blister on my arm, and it scared me. Well, it's just like I was like, what is that bump under my skin? But I realized it's a blister because I remember getting oil splashed on my arm at work yesterday. Um, I'm so glad I didn't pop that by accident. That would have been painful. But yeah, no. So speaking of like superheroes and stuff, I thought it'd be fun if we played a little game. Hmm. Okay, so it's called Guess That Origin Story. Okay, so what this is I'm going to read an origin story description to you guys. And it's going to be awesome. One guy who doesn't know much about comics, and then another one who seems to know a little bit about comics, and then me who knows. I don't know, Eli. Do you follow a lot of comics, or are you just following the Avengers and Marvel stuff? Did he really? Oh, well, in that case, we'll wait. We'll wait for him then. Mm. Oh yeah, that's funny. Interesting. That's funny. Stormy South. Sorry, Stormy. I just know Stormy South is singing the Baby Shark song in chat, and now it's stuck in my head. Thanks a lot, Stormy. do 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 do. Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Dang. Much love, Stormy. That's also what someone not in the CI would say. Hmm. Freaking yeah, no, that's really funny. Freaking did you I don't know, like that's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was pretty suspicious of everything though when it came to like between Russia and America and all that stuff, so I understand that. And we were afraid of the other big kid coming by and sucker punching us while we weren't looking. So yeah, no. Speaking, mm, speaking of history being made, and I definitely want to hear your opinion on this. But recently, Robin. To be honest, the third Robin, Tim Drake, and this might be, yeah, shush. Tim Drake came out of the closet as bi in the comics, and a lot of people are a little bit mad about it because like they're like it's some kind of agenda or something like that. I don't know. All I know is I'm pretty excited about it because like Tim Drake has never really uh he's never really done anything that put him in the spotlight with not saying that this is what this is about, but he's never done anything to put himself in the spotlight when it comes to the other Robins historically in the comics. You know, like Dick Grayson, um, was Dick Grayson, the first Robin. Then there's Red Hood, um, and with Jason Todd. He becomes Red Hood, and that's a very prevalent thing because he died. He's the first Robin to die, and he comes back from the dead. Um, I got to wait to be approved before I can say hello in the Discord, dude. Stormy, that's insane. Let Escanorian know about that. Hype. I love the hype emotes. But and then there's Tim Drake, and he literally I think the biggest move with him is he became Red Robin, which isn't really a move from Robin. And then of course there is Damian Wayne, who is Damian Wayne. He doesn't need to do anything special. Um, but he does get superpowers, so you know that's a thing. Yeah, no. So I'm actually kind of excited about it. Plus, I did some homework, and Tim Drake actually had like an interesting relationship with Connor Kent, Superboy, and like a lot of true fans are like, oh yeah, he's always been a bi character, just not, just hasn't come out yet, you know. So I genuinely think it's pretty awesome. But what's your opinion on it, if you don't mind me asking? You have no strong opinions either way. That's understandable. Mm-hmm. But mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I definitely think it's cool that they're doing representation and stuff like that. I actually got in an argument with one of my I forgot to tell you I got a boyfriend. Woohoo. Stormy, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. That's awesome that you let me know. I'm so proud of you like he's my son. Stormy, that's so awesome, dude. Stormy, that's awesome. That's great. You're having better luck with relationships than we are. So that's something. Hope. Oh yeah, man, I'm throwing both of us into that, man. Unless you have any mistresses you want to tell us about. Oh my god. No, that's awesome, dude. I hope I hope the best fruition for your guys' relationship. That's really awesome. Yeah, no. So it's really awesome that Jason Todd can. I gotta. Oh, Tim Drake. Tim Drake gets to do something like that. No. See that. Yeah, no. I got an argument with someone because they were talking to me about how like they're like, why don't they just make characters that come out, you know, like just make new heroes that are LGBT, and I'm like, but I mean, that would be kind of fake, don't you think? Kind of like just make a whole new lineage of heroes that are LGBT. People will still get mad at that because they're not going to take those characters seriously. I think it's really awesome that they're following up with this with characters, and it's not like they just made him bi. Like I said, a lot of fans who read him prevalently, I sadly do not, but a lot of fans who do that I've talked to or watched reviews with and everything on, all say that his personality fits that identification. A lot of people had it as a lot of people identified him as bi, like just closeted. So I don't know how to talk about this stuff, man. I'm from a small town. Yeah, no. I love the love emote, Stormy. That's awesome. But yeah, no. I don't know. I've been reading a lot about superheroes recently. My bad if it's not much to work with you, but I don't know. I've just been reading a lot about them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Really? You didn't watch Endgame or anything like that? Wow. That's insane. I didn't know that. They used to have D&D comics, and I've been looking everywhere for them, but they were so not bought all the time that a lot of people don't sell them. No, they were really good comics. It's just, I mean, from the '80s till now, if it's not been Marvel or DC, it never sold well. Dark Horse is owned by Marvel, though. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I think they're a subsidiary. They don't. They don't make. They don't let them cross. as worlds. They keep them separate, but I think Dark Horse is a subsidiary. Let me look it up real quick. But speaking of brands and stuff, did you know DC Comics, the brand? You know what DC stands for? Detective Comics. So literally DC Comics spelled out is just Detective Comics as a brand. Los Angeles Angels. That's interesting. Yeah, no. There's a lot with that. Like, what was it? What was it that I heard that was repetitive like that? Um, I can't remember. Gosh. Um, no, okay, Dark Horse. Dark Horse is not owned by either of them. They're independent, but the owner and founder of Mike Richardson was a publisher for DC and Marvel. And Dark Horse made comics for Godzilla, Terminator, Tarzan, and Star Wars. Very interesting. So Dark Horse, Marvel, and DC. But let's face it, right now it's pretty much Marvel and DC. The last Dark Horse movie that came out was Hellboy, and didn't do very well in the box office. The new Hellboy. The old Hellboy rocked, man. Like 1 and 2, bro. Those movies were just, oh my god. What's the actor's name that plays Hellboy? Ron Perlman was made for that character, man. Oh. Huh. Fallout? One never changes. He's also the newscaster in Fallout 4. Which is weird because they didn't use him for the War Never Changes slogan. They used his voice acting as a newscaster, but they didn't give him the War Never Changes slogan. I'm just like, why? And why no 3 Dog? I want 3 Dog. 3 Dog. Yeah. Yeah, but apparently everybody else just like walked over there. Like there isn't there even a character that like walked from Washington to Boston? No problem. She was the doctor, the scientist. She's the one that's behind. Yeah, she's the one that's behind the railroad or whatever. Or she worked for the railroad. Does she really? I thought she was protecting the scent in 3. Was she not? Oh, interesting. You're pretty much telling a girl to stop working for the devil and go work for the the freaking demon lord Baphomet. Like neither of them were good forces for her to work for. She needs to be an independent scientist. Well, well, I mean, from what I've read in the lore, it's like that. Like the more west you go, the more lenient they become. Like in New Vegas, they're just they're entrusting, but they don't kill people unless you're harboring like ancient technology. Um, and even then, they try to be peaceful about it. They're like, "Hey, we'll shoot you if you don't give that to us." And most people will be like, "Oh yeah, sure. I don't even know what this thing is." Like apparently, the more west they go, the more lenient they are, and the more east they go, the more Third Reich they are. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. I believe it. Well, from the look of Fallout um, 4 and Fallout 76, nukes weren't that powerful anymore in the new canon of Fallout, the new Bethesda canon of Fallout, because like buildings don't even fall over unless they like even if they're super fucking tall, they just sort of like tilt. So I mean, um, and trees still grow. Trees still grow, even if it's like 10 years after the nukes fell. Like trees are fine. Trees are fall, but even in Ground Zero.
Kind of like
Frick, stop talking.
partially dilap.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I tried to save my controller. I dropped it, and I tried saving it, and I just grabbed the cord to my headset and unplugged it, and there's gonna be an echo. Hmm. Yeah. I've played all of them except for Tactics and Brotherhood. I've not beat all of them. One's really hard to beat. Yeah. 1 and 2 were very hard, in my opinion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Kings. The Kings. The Kings. You shouldn't be surprised. Like, the king is the only king. I just love the Kings. If not the Kings, then I would say second would be the first responders in Fallout 76. Just because the first responders, that they didn't really, sadly they didn't live long enough to see any corruption. But the first responders were like the only faction that didn't deal with any corruption and actually wanted to help everybody. I feel like the Minutemen don't count. They're not a faction. They're just they do, and they're not even technically a faction because, like, do they even have any agents other than you? Because he only sends you. Like, oh my gosh, dude. No, I really like the responders because, like, they seemed like a very pronounced faction that you work for, and it's actually pretty neat because I found a roleplay group that sort of picked up where the faction left off and made their own roleplay faction called their First Responders, the 5-0. And I don't know, I kind of like it. And the sub factions, like it's just a faction of sub factions. Like there's the First Responders police. Then there's the First Responders medical. And then there's also the what are they called, the fire breathers, which is the best part of the first responders, where they're just weaponized firefighters. Which, can I just say, is so awesome because like just the fact that they made a fire department, a volunteer fire department, a actual like ass kicking faction in Fallout is really cool. Like that's and like that's just it. Like it's full of people who are just volunteers, people who just they have no qualms with anything or anyone, and they have no want but just to help people, and that's just awesome. Like I don't know, and like the kings, same thing. All the kings want to do is like from when I experienced, there's not much greed with the king. All he wants to do is bring peace to the waste to the New Vegas wasteland and to majorly the strip, but to everybody, and to like he wants to be the king, but he doesn't want to rule over everyone. He wants order, and that's kind of cool too. I like the idea. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not just that, but the NCR was doing things. Mm-hmm. But not just that, the NCR was just doing shady stuff in general. Like, weren't they like? Didn't they have the only freshwater tap in Freeside, and they were like controlling who got it and stuff, biasly. Oh, so they're gonna keep people from drinking water? Like, what the hell? Oh, it's trash. Still trash. The NCR trash. You know they are. The NCR is trash. Uh, Freaking corruption. 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 She's not even like I remember that part where she just gives you food. They're not even willing to follow their own laws, their own leaders. The NCR trash. But yeah, no NCR. I don't know. I just wish that they had more of a pronounced presence in New Vegas. Like they kind of just like sit in that bottom corner of the map, and like they somehow end up in New Vegas, but like, and they somehow like end up everywhere else. But like, from what I know, they can't move from that corner because Caesar's Legion is on the other corner. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh huh. Mm. They are, in all intents and purposes, they are. they like. Yeah. Bad guys. Enclave 2.0. Enclave 2.0. Like, it's only. Like, the only thing they're missing is they don't see humans as mutants either, just because they've been affected by radiation. Because that's the Enclave's thing, is they're like, oh well, you're still a mutant because you were here when the bombs dropped. We were like in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, yeah. There's something wrong with you. We don't know what, but we don't like you. Like they literally, like I remember in one, didn't they like literally open up vault doors and like they had the codes because they own Vault Tech when before the bombs dropped. That was two where they just. And you actually see the glare in his lenses on his mask of him just like massacring people as they come out. Listen, we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. You need to be dead. Yeah. Why? And they're sinners. Well, what? They're sinners. Well, there is reason behind it. It's because they worship Mars, the Roman god of war, and so they do what he wants, which is war. In their eyes, they are the good guys. Well, in mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the Legion the what's his name, Legionarius Denarius or whatever, the Legate Lanius, yeah, he even states like there will be other Kaisars. Like like Caesar is not he's not the only Kaisar, and he's definitely not going to be the last. Like it's very obvious that they have more organization than just Kaisar and Kaisar's cult. He's just I feel like it's kind of like the Enclave, how like you meet the Enclave in New Vegas and they're nothing like the Enclave from 2 or 3. Like they're actually good people who just are almost like the Brotherhood, where they just want to help people by keeping technology they don't understand away from them. And like Atlantean, same thing. The original, because I think Kaiser is a. I don't think the Kaiser from New Vegas is the same one from the original Legion, right? Because it's a title, isn't it? He is? Okay. Well, like the original Legion, when they were made because like Kaiser believed that Mars created the atom to cleanse the Earth for his people, his chosen people, which is Kaiser and the Legion. So that. Stormy is back. Welcome, Stormy. Thank you so much for coming back. Sorry, continue. Mm. 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 Hey, Eli. Nice. Hell yeah. Mm. Oh wow. Fallout. Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. It's a lot. Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. I mean, they're hypocrites as a society. So. You gonna head off? Okay. Have fun. Very nice. Yo, we love that you love the live stream, Stormy. Um, and Eli posted a bunch of like edited versions of my emotes. um, we love that you love it. We love you, Stormy, and the rest of the Knights of the Square Table who are watching the stream at the moment. Um, but um, but yeah, no. So I guess we'll just play that game that I had an idea for, and we'll see if you can you can guess the origins. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay, so an alien from an unknown world crash lands on Earth, where he finds that there are others like his kind that live on Earth, but he also finds that he has unnormal powers that the others that replicate his kind do not have. And he's able to use these powers to save the world. And not just the world, but humanity in general. Who's this hero? It is not Superman. Howard the Duck. That's why I tried not to say like found other humans that look just like him. That was a very vague telling. Stormy guessed Spider-Man, and then he went, "Is it Stormy the superhero?" Okay. Okay, this one's easy. This one's easy. Okay. 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 So, um, um. So okay. So, um. This young boy, raised by billionaires who want nothing more than to use their riches to help the city that he was raised in, were horribly murdered in front of him by the very lower class of the city that they pledged to save with their immense riches. He then uses the rest of his life to train and better himself and the riches that he inherited from his parents to create unique gadgets in order to take down the crime of the city that he vows to protect. Yeah. Green Arrow. Okay, this time. Oh, okay. For now on, that's a hard one. LOL. Okay, for now on, I will allow you to ask for a hint. I will let you ask for 3 hints for each one. Okay, is that better? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this one again, a young boy, alien from an alternate planet, has nothing to do with Earth, finds himself on planet Earth. Again, he mirrors the people of Earth very easily, but he knows that he has abilities from his home planet that allows him to be the hero that humanity needs. they, they use this a lot. Pre-crisis heroes were not very creative in their origins. Gonna ask for him. He's from the planet Bismol. Yeah. You just know it's not the one you were thinking. Um, he is known for being a boy for most of his career in the comics. He never grows up technically in the story. Like obviously he grows up eventually, but he's always a boy in the comics. Unlike Superman, who is a boy but then later grows up. No, Shazam was never an alien. It is Matter Eater Lad. You not heard of Matter Eater Lad? He's the boy with the phenomenal ability to eat all matter. His jaws of steel are able to chew through not only paper but also stone and steel. He's from the planet of Bismol, whose race of people evolved to be able to eat all matter when they rose up in a planet that was unhospitable and had no actual nutrients for them to actually eat. So they eventually evolved somehow to be able to eat all matter and pull nutrients from it. Okay, I'll try to do more well-known characters from now on. No, this is gonna be the next one with gadgets who had billionaire parents. Okay. This boy who had billionaire parents and raised him in the city of Gotham died tragically before him when he was a kid. And now he uses his parents' riches and his intelligence and his superb powers to fight crime in the streets of Gotham. Also, keep in mind, I said using his money from his parents and his superb powers. Okay, he is a mutant from the Marvel series. Also, keep in mind, I said he's a mutant from the Marvel series. Keep that in mind. He pulls inspiration from both Bruce Wayne and also Wolverine. All right, his first name. No. His main villain is known as the Hyena. Yes. More well known than I feel like Matter Eater Lad. Mm-hmm. You're at a loss. This one was a little bit of a hard one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He is. I could have sworn I've told you about this one several times, but I'm assuming not. He is Batclaw from the Amalgam comic. He's Batclaw from the Amalgam comics. Um, Amalgam is where they the DC and Marvel made a series of comics together where they converge their universes together, and they converge their heroes and villains too. Logan Wayne, also a mix between Wolverine and Bruce Wayne, made Batclaw, and then Joker and the what is it called? Sabretooth make the Hyena. I'm sorry, that one was mean. I'm sorry. I thought you knew about that one though. I simp after Batclaw, hardcore. Um. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay. Final one. This one should be easy. Okay? This is a well-known hero. Okay? It's a well-known hero. Okay. A man who has trained in most factions of the military and has advanced training when it comes to fighting, gun using, sword wielding, everything. Has the ability to literally cut bullets in half in several occasions. Eventually mutates with an unknown secret government experiment, is able to mutate and gains a healing factor and superb fighting abilities that enhance his overall fighting capabilities, including the ability to see faster, fight faster, and run faster. He also has more of an enhanced super strength, but not too super, under Spider-Man super, but more enhanced than normal humans. And he's insane. Mm-hmm. He is completely neutral, even though he's been shown to be a villain and a hero in most of his issues. Mostly a villain than a hero. He's completely neutral, a mercenary, if you will. He only works for whoever pays the best. That's a hard one too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna squeeze this lemon dry. Okay. He is. His last name is Wilson. There you go. Uh-huh. Okay. This is a bit hard. He. Okay. He has a son. What? What? There's plenty of heroes that have sons. His last name is Wilson. He's a mercenary. He has a healing factor. Yeah. No. it's 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 Deathstroke, Slade. Deadpool doesn't have a son. You know everything about Deadpool. You love Deadpool. Okay. I'm sorry. Jack, LOL. Slade's insane. He is calculated, but Deadpool's calculated. Just because they're insane doesn't mean they're not calculated. Slade is insane, but in a different way than Deadpool. Deadpool is silly insane and sort of a parody of insanity. Slade is just he's an insane man. He almost killed his son several times. Not all of them were accidents. And not just that, but he literally falls in love with a young child, and is technically he abuses her and makes her fight against her friends. He mentally abuses her, like he manipulates her and everything, and uses her to fight the Titans. And it's like he does a lot of really insane things just to get the job done. The whole idea of it is the super soldier serum that gave him his healing factor dulled his morality and makes it to where he will pretty much do whatever he can to get the job done. He even tries to trick Damian Wayne into thinking he's his dad, just so that he can use him against Batman. It doesn't work because, Damian Wayne is just a punk, and it doesn't matter if you say he's your dad. He's still gonna try to kill you. Cool. Like, Batman does the same thing. He's like, I guess you're my son. He's like, fuck you. I'm gonna stab you with this katana now. No, you're gonna be Robin. That's like Batman's like, you're gonna be Robin. No, fuck you. I'm gonna stab you with this sword. No, you're gonna be Robin. No, that's not how this works. No, and you're gonna eventually fight an insane clown who's going to put you in danger more times than I can even put you in danger. But you know what? We're still going to fight him, and we're not going to kill him. You're... Let's dance, everyone. If the number goes down, there's no less killers. If you kill them all, then you pretty much have almost cured the world of all killers. and that one, well, he's out of a job, so he's probably just gonna chill. Dude, I love how Deadpool, you know how he's supposed to be unkillable, and like, did you know that recently, before they rebooted the Marvel series, because they recently rebooted it like in the past 5 years, they decided to end it by killing off Deadpool? Yeah, and the issue's literally called The Death of Deadpool. Deadpool dies in the end. And Deadpool goes through the whole series fighting bad guys. Every villain that's ever fought Deadpool, every hero that's ever fought Deadpool, all come at him at once. And he's fighting them all. And he's like, oh, go! And they like, he has a son, technically, even though this isn't canon. And they kill his son in front of him. And he's like, no, you monsters! And they have this whole thing where he's fighting all these villains. And it's chaos. And he finally defeats them all. And he just... Like after it just shows a mound of bodies, pierces his sword into the gut of one of his enemies, takes off his mask, and he's like, finally it's done. But these hands have seen so much blood, felt so much pain. How can I even live with myself going on from now? He goes, just fine, actually. I'm gonna like it's funny because he looks at the water they make it look like he's gonna leap into the water and just like kill himself, you know. and he's just standing there and he's like, just fine, actually. They can't kill me. I told you guys, I can't die. I can't be killed. And then literally like fucking. Another world from another multiverse, another Earth from another multiverse collides with the Earth of the main universe and destroys everything, including him. Yeah, like he puts a sword to their throat and everything. Yeah, no, like it's so funny how meta he fights against the writers, even to the point to where the only time that they're able to officially kill off Deadpool is by redoing the entire comic universe, canon universe. Like. Like, cause like there was some more to it. Like there was a whole series where they were talking about how like another Earth, like the walls between the multiverse were thinning, and like this man from another multiverse, from another Earth, he pretty much, I think it was an Iron Man from another Earth. He pretty much states, he's like, your world is about to collide with another Earth, and if this happens, it will be the death of everyone. And they tried to stop it from happening, but I don't think it's ever shown that it actually technically happens. And then they do it in that issue to kill off Deadpool. That moment when the writers can't find a way to kill their eternal living like annoyance, and so they just end the story. They're just like, you know what? We'll just kill him this way. Mm-hmm. As Deadpool stated in the Illustrated comics to Wolverine, he said, "It's impossible to kill you. You're too popular. They'll just keep bringing you back." That's what he said. He's like, the answer to our immortality isn't our genes. It's not our mutations. It's our popularity. And so he ties Wolverine to a giant flamethrower that incinerates his body every time he regenerates. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, okay, and they leave, and he's never seen again. That's hilarious, dude. I can't wait till they. I hope that he said that he would, but I hope they bring him back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe Wolverine movies. Because I think that I can't see anybody else playing him. I know that everybody says Hugh Jackman's an actor. You know, like they can find another actor to play him, just like they found other actors to play other characters. But like it's just like even the writers of the comics say that they started fashioning Wolverine after Hugh Jackman after the first X-Men movie because of how well it did. Like like he has owned the role for more than a decade. like like it's just I can't see anybody else playing him. Yeah. When he had the yellow suit and he's like who would wear this or whatever like yeah. I remember when I first saw that scene, I asked my mom, "What does that mean?" Because I never heard that before, and she's like, "It's a bad thing to call people." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Such an easy thing to fake too, if she did her homework at all and realized that they hated each other. Like, mm-hmm. it is pretty trash that Storm was saying that because like technically they they are mutants. Their powers are caused by mutation. Technically, there is something wrong with them. That they can use that as a strength, but there's technically something wrong with them. They have a version of superpowered cancer, pretty much. You know, some people's X gene are actually based around cancer. Some people just have like Deadpool. Had sex with older, uglier avocado. Yeah, no, I love that. Did you know they actually made like a whole lot of like like bloopers of him doing that because he was just rolling and they were like, let's just pick the best ones. It's actually funny because he like when he's talking to her, he's like, she's like, he's like, if I die, I just want you to know there's a bag of cocaine hidden somewhere in this house, along with the cure for blindness. And then later in, I think it's 2 or maybe the end of 1, I can't remember, when he's all depressed about his girl. I think it's 2. After his girlfriend dies, he gets super fucking depressed about it, and he goes to this little plank in the floor, pulls it out, and there's an envelope that says "cure for blindness" on it, and he tosses that behind him and grabs the cocaine and gets high. I'm like, that's such that's such an attention to detail in the lore of the movie. He actually had enough. If it's the cure for blindness or not, I don't know. But that's hilarious that he would just, even if it's not, it's hilarious that he would just have an envelope that says that right next to cocaine because she's like addicted to cocaine. But yeah, he says that, and she's like, "Fuck you." And then in the second one, they reference that. Oh, I'm sorry for the spoilers. You totally should, and then watch the Christmas special, even though it did horribly. It is the romantic comedy / action. Yeah. Love, but they won't let. Yeah. Dude, I remember when people, like, they were literally, this is rated R. Do not bring your children. And people then got mad later. They're like, I thought this was a superhero movie. I brought my kids here. And, like, it was horrible. I walked out. And I'm just sitting here like, it's rated R. Like, how can you be so dense? Like, they don't even have to say, don't bring your kids. Because he says that in several trailers, like, hey, don't bring your kids to this. Kids, just kidding. Come on in. We won't look. We'll look the other way. But it Bro. Oh yeah, no. Even Deadpool says so. He's like, if I'm ever in like 2001, I think it was. There was a comic where like his inner voices were like, if you could be in a movie, what actor would play you? And he's like, Ryan Reynolds, the sexiest Canadian alive. They're keeping to the canon, damn it. He was made for that role. Dude, he's in I've not seen it yet, but Free Guy, he's in Free Guy, and he does a pretty good job in that one too. He actually they actually make a reference to Deadpool in one of the trailers for Free Guy. Yeah, I can't remember. Let me look it up real quick. Um, Let me see. Okay, it's Deadpool reacts to the Free Guy trailer. That's what it was. Oh, and okay, here it is. They have a thing where it shows. That's what it was. No, it wasn't Deadpool. Deadpool does react to the trailer, but I remember it was the trailer where they introduced Ryan Reynolds. Not Ryan Reynolds. They introduce Dude, which is like I guess in the movie, in the plot of the movie, they try to like the creators are trying to kill the Free Guy or Guy is his name, the NPC, because he's like going rogue, and they're like, he's ruining our game. We need to take him out, and they program and create an NPC called Dude, who's literally a jacked Ryan Reynolds with bleached blonde hair. and perfectly CGI'd his teeth. He has perfect teeth. and after the trailer, he like kicks the guy's ass, and like after the trailer, it shows him like in an interview as if Ryan Reynolds actually got jacked for that role, and he's like, yeah, it was nothing but rice and chicken. They put me on a really strict diet, but I'm pretty proud of what I've done. I look amazing. I don't fit in the Deadpool suit anymore, though. It's kind of tight, so that's going to cause issues. But I'm sure that we'll work it out. And he ran off, yeah. And he said in the interview, he's like, I worked 15 years to get this movie to happen. I'm not giving them the suit now. I worked for it. Oh man, dude. Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. I'm really interested to see how Disney's gonna like really play that up. To be honest, I think that they're just gonna leave Fox as just because they've been doing that. They've just been letting Fox do what they do best. It's just if Fox ever makes money from it, it goes straight to Disney. So interesting. And a lot of people were like, oh, like they're gonna like not make it rated R and stuff like that. But like they have The Simpsons on Disney Plus. So if they're not going to censor The Simpsons, they're definitely not going to censor Deadpool. They're just going to, not put the mouse on the cover. So, but I'm really excited to see what they. I hope that they do crossover events with it and stuff. Like that'd be really cool. I'd really like to see like how like they have in I don't know if you ever saw the clip because it was in 2 I think, but he was like walking through the mansion and he was like, damn it, we made such great money in last movie. You think that they would at least pay to put Beast in this second sequel? He's like, where is everybody? And he walks by a door where it literally shows the entire cast of the new X-Men series with a Welcome Home Wade banner. and he's just like throwing a fit, and Colossus is like cutting his throat, and they just close the door quietly while he's like ranting and raving. He's like, "There's no one in this mansion. It's empty." I was like, "That's funny. That's funny," and it's like a neat crossover to show that he is definitely part of the universe, but they don't play a major role. They just like sort of are there, which is how the Deadpool comics are. Very rarely does he actually interact with them. He just sort of. And she just raised her eyebrow like, "Excuse me." Yeah. I love how Colossus falls in love with the buff villain, the female villain in that movie. Like he's just like, just so beautiful. Yeah, she kicks him in the balls. But yeah, no, I ship it, dude. I ship it. I don't think she shows. I don't think he kills her, and I don't think she shows up in 2. But I ship it. I ship it hard. But he's like, oh, you, because he's such a innocent giant. He's like, oh. Yeah, like even to the point to where like when Deadpool saws his arm up, his hand off, he puked. He's like, oh. He's like, Deadpool, Wade. He doesn't call him Deadpool. He calls him Wade. And he leaves it with the middle finger, which is awesome. Dude, nothing will ever beat those movies, man. Like, so, it's so good, man. I just love. He's like, Wade Wilson, what's my name? He's like, I'll fucking spell it out for you. Yeah, like the best cameo of Bob. Like, oh, that Bob. Yeah. He's like, oh, how you doing, man? And he knocks him out. He's like, I want to use you for it. But he doesn't kill him. He just knocks him out. And he just uses him to make the eye. Dude, okay, so you haven't seen 2. Have you seen all the stuff behind how he was making the X-Force and how that ended? He like does all this stuff. He like creates they create all this merchandise and propaganda for the new X-Force, and they have they have Domino, they have freaking the Invisible Man. They have I think Havoc is in it. Like they have all these characters, and they create posters for them, merchandise, all this stuff. And then there's like Dave, I think, or something like that, who's just a normal guy. And he's like, "What's your powers?" He's like, "I don't really have any. Why are you here?" "I saw the ad, and I was looking for a job, and I wanted to give it a try." And he's like, You're hired. And like they created so much propaganda for Dave, and they made out like they even hired like a really good actor for it who's well known and everything, and they made it out to be like he was gonna be secretly a hero, but he wasn't. He was just Dave. But like it's funny because the entire X-Force is brutally murdered on their first mission. It's like X-Force, and they launch out of the plane and everything. and like apparently there was rogue winds that day. Like they just didn't check the forecast, and when they pulled out the parachutes, like every one of them was pulled away from the mission and killed brutally each time. One guy, like the wind blew him into a spike and he gets impaled. Like another guy falls into like a freaking wood chipper and gets ground up. Every one of them, except for Domino, because her power is luck and manipulation of luck. So she somehow survives this horrible ordeal, but everybody else horribly dies. Even Havoc, who has like a pretty good fan base, so it was pretty shocking that they just killed him off like that. And I just love it where they're like, "What's your power?" And she's like, "I'm really lucky." He's like, "That's not a power." Yeah, it is. It is when I use it. He's like, "It's not a power." But she literally does that. Like someone shoots at her, and it just so happens that like it like barely dodges her, like it barely misses her and shoots the guy in front of her, and it's just like out of luck she didn't even mean to dodge it. It's just out of luck it missed her and killed the guy in front of her. Like, dude. They even referenced the Deadpool, like how he ricochets bullets with his katanas. They referenced that when he's fighting Cable. Cable like unloads on him. He's like just cutting all of the bullets, and he's like, "Ha!" And then it shows that he starts bleeding everywhere. He completely missed every bullet and gets riddled with holes. Dude, you gotta check that movie out. Your audio is really bad. It's like really close and staticky. Yeah, that's way better. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I don't know. It's humorous. Superhero movies are humorous. I can't wait to see what they come out with next. But I think normally we would have a guest, but and Pizza Steve was supposed to be our next guest, but he and he said that he's gonna be trying to spend some time with his dad, who's in the hospital right now. And he warned me. He said I'll try to come, but I'm not promising anything. And he warned me that might happen. And I haven't heard anything else from him. What do you think? Do you think we should give it another 3 minutes and officially make it like because he's supposed to show up after. Don't we normally do 2 hours without the guest and then 2 hours with the guest? 4 hours in total. So should we wait? Should we wait till 9, or are you feeling pretty groggy? You do, yes, your surgery. So we will go ahead and end that early, I think. To get back with you guys on the quest that we picked up yesterday, the last episode, the Zero Deaths Mass Effect Andromeda run. Because of what's going on, because Moist Penguin's not able to make it all the way, we're going to just postpone that. No more quests until he's able to come back. Hopefully he'll be able to come back by the next episode. If he isn't, no rush. We will just simply postpone it until he's able to make it back. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that and end that there. Good thing too, because my controller broke, so I wasn't able to like really do much in Andromeda anyways. But now I have no excuse, so I definitely need to jump on that grind. But thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. It was great to have you, and we can't wait to see you again in the next episode. Do you have any closing statements you want to say, G-Man? I love that. Thank you for that. And I'll say that's a great closer, if any. Thank you so much for coming, guys. And with that, we will go ahead and raid out. Let's see, who we rating? Who are we rating? Let's see. Let's go ahead and raid. Oh, man. Okay. One guy is streaming God of War. Another one is streaming Marvel's Avengers. But his title for his stream is Nani? Which is a meme. So I will let you choose, G-Man. Send him the memes. Okay, we'll raid Unspoken. Unspoken _1. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right, because nobody knows how to spell in Twitch ever. Remember, guys, to give whoever I raid as much love and respect as you'd give me, and definitely hit him with as much emotes and love as you can. Definitely give them a follow if you haven't yet. I think that's with 2 Ks. Oh my gosh. Spoken _ Did I say _1? Unspoken. It's 1K. Oh gosh dang it. 1K, 2 N's. Could have sworn there's 2 Ks, 1 N, but okay. Unspoken 1. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to the stream, guys, and I will bid you adieu. Hell yeah. Go ahead and end that stream.